see here in this one, I have the eyes started for her. Even without any color, you can get an idea of where the pupil and irises will be. This is very simple. Just start with a sphere. Let's make that larger so you can see. Rotate it so that the top here is facing out, like where you're looking or where the eyeball is going to be. All you have to do is grab some of these faces. Oops. Grab some face that takes forever. And why not this ring too? And we're going to just simply flatten that and bring it back here. Now, at this point, you would just take these faces right here, make them black, and these faces, and make them whatever color you want the eye color to be. Because Toothless is a dragon and has different eyes, I actually tweaked these a little bit, give it more of an oval shape, and extended it so that Toothless had more dragon-looking eyes, or like a cat's eye. And you can slightly see that indent right there, and it'll be a lot more noticeable when I actually put color on it. Here you can see it looks a lot more like an eyeball. You have the pupil and the color of the iris, and it's a little dragon-like. It is more oval than round, and what we can do is actually make it even more oval and round, or I'm sorry, oval than round. It's really easy to continuously change this as you're going with this method. Give it a really close or narrow dragon eye, just like that. And if we want to, we can even change the color of the eye. You can give them red dragon eyes or purple. Purple looks pretty. Just a really easy and quick way to make a simple eyeball. And here you can see the eyes actually being applied. They look pretty dragon-like from a distance, definitely more fitting for a character like this. And as you can see, we made the rest of it white. And there we go. For modeling the hair, I found a great tutorial that actually they see a lot of anime game designers or like Final Fantasy and such. A lot of modelers for characters like that use this technique. This technique is simple. Just take a simple plane, and you just have to make it into the shape you want of the hair. A lot of anime characters tend to have hair that is in chunks or is really spiky, so this works out well for pieces like that. So you can see I kind of already started getting the rough form of my hair here. I put this big block around because she's going to have, in general, just short hair. And I'm just going to keep on layering it on top until I get the desired result. For this piece, I'm going to add kind of a messy piece on the side of her head. If I can position it correctly. You just have to align it up roughly to the way you want it. And then from there you have to just change the edges or extrude. Just do whatever it takes to make this piece the way you want. And by the end of it, we will combine everything to make it look like a full head of hair. So this piece, let's make it kind of a spiky, jagged piece. We could even just take the vertices instead. And extrude this out. Getting smaller as we go. Or instead, maybe a spiky, jagged piece will just make a piece that's coming off and covering up a little bit more of her hair. Because her hairstyle is meant to be very messy and not very clean. She's a dragon. She flies a lot. Her hair is not usually kept. So just a bunch of pieces like that. And then by the end, they will all be combined to make the actual hairstyle. In this one, you can see more of the hair kind of fleshed out in its different parts, and I've started combining it all into one point on top of her head. Even still, I have some more of these other parts that I can add on to. But like I said before, with kind of anime hairstyle, you're just kind of stacking it on top until you get the desired effect. Like these pieces, and add on a few more pieces to give her hair a bit more variety, instead of just being one solid piece like here. Using this one as an example, I'm going to show you how to get a little bit of thickness into the hair. So unfortunately with Maya, or any 3D animation program I think, planes are just a 2D flat surface, so they have a good side and a bad side. This is when the normals are facing the correct direction, and this is the back side of it, where the normals are not facing. It's just pure black. Obviously you don't want that in your models. So simply, by selecting all the hair after you have everything combined into a way that you like, we can do a tiny bit of extruding, just to give it a little bit of volume. Unfortunately, here you can see that the hair has suddenly turned black. That is just the normals facing the wrong side. If I could look inside of it, you would see that they're all facing, or it's all the correct color. It's really simple to fix. Just go to your modeling, go to surfaces, not surfaces, go to mesh display, and reverse your normals. And now the hair is facing the correct direction. There's no black underside, and it looks like it has some volume and thickness to it. And we can do the smooth preview to make it look a little bit nicer. Cool. Some messy, shaggy anime hair.